The first reading begins with Genesis chapter 1, verses 24 through 27. Then God said, "Earth, bring forth all kinds of living soul, cattle, things that crawl, and wild animals of all kinds." So it was. God made all kinds of wild animals and cattle and everything that crawls on the ground. And God saw that this was good. Then God said, "Let us make humankind in our image to be like us. Let them be stewards of the fish in the sea, the birds of the air, the cattle, the wild animals, and everything that crawls on the ground." Humankind was created as God's reflection. In the divine image, God created them. In female and male, God made them.
And continuing with Genesis chapter 2, verses 4 through 9. At the time when God made the heavens and the earth, there was still no wild bush on the earth, nor had any wild plant sprung up. For God had not yet sent rain to the earth, and there was no human being to till the soil. Instead, a flow of water would well up from the ground and irrigate the soil. So God fashioned an earth creature made out of the clay of the earth, and blew into its nostrils the breath of life, and the earth creature became a living being. God planted a garden to the east in Eden, land of pleasure, and placed in it the earth creature that had been made. Then God caused every kind of tree, enticing to look at and good to eat, to spring up from the soil. In the center of the garden was the tree of life, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then continuing with verses 15 through 23. Then God took the earth creature and settled it in the Garden of Eden so that it might cultivate and care for the land. God commanded the earth creature, "You may eat as much as you like from any of the trees of the garden, except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You must not eat from that tree, for on the day you eat from that tree, that is the day you will die. Yes, die." Then God said, "It is not good for the earth creature to be alone. I will make a fitting companion for it." So from the soil God formed all the various wild beasts and all the birds of the air, and brought them to the earth creature to be named. Whatever the earth creature called each one, that became its name. The earth creature gave names to all the cattle, all the birds of the air, and all the wild animals. But none of them proved to be a fitting companion. So God made the earth creature fall into a deep sleep, and while it slept, God divided the earth creature into two, then closed up the flesh from its side. God then fashioned the two halves into male and female and presented them to one another. When the male realized what had happened, he exclaimed, this is the one, bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Now she will be woman and I will be man, because we are of one flesh." God's word for us. Thanks be to God.